I'm Micaiah. It's been said that our Earth has about 12 to 15 years until climate change kills us all. The Green New Deal is a congressional resolution that lays out a grand plan for tackling climate change. However, variation of the proposal has been around for many years, so why adapt to it now? Climate change is a global emergency that cannot be reversed. We need to take action right now so that we can help our Earth instead of waiting around for a deal to come into action. Today, I will argue why we should not implement the Green New Deal. There are multiple reasons why we shouldn't adopt, but today I will be explaining the top 3 reasons why we shouldn't. First, it will raise our taxes completely. Secondly, ensuring a 100% clean energy economy and a net zero emission would take too much time that the Earth does not have. And finally, numerous jobs would be lost at the moment. So how much would it cost? The website newstanford.edu micronear found states that the Green New Deal can eliminate 62,000 air pollution deaths per year, which would save the taxpayer $60 billion a year, which would reduce our taxes. However, that would be a very long-term plan because it would take a while, in fact, longer because we would need to get everything done. People need to be accumulated and aligned with the plan, and by then, our taxes price may drop. But what about until then? It can increase to heights that we have never seen before. And why would people living in the then and now pay more for taxes for maybe future? The data clearly states that the Green New Deal requires raising the taxes rate on incomes of up 10 million to 70%. The website Is the Green New Deal Worth Its Price Tag states that the experts developing the Green New Deal openly admit that it will cost not billions but rather trillions of dollars. Although how many trillions are open to debate. The fact is that the money will have to come from somewhere. Progressive economists have argued that the federal government can print as much money as it needs and that spending so much will fully mobilize the economy and therefore create growth. So what are the policies that will cost us so much? It's been said multiple times that the U.S. economy wants to become a greenhouse gas emission neutral, but how long would it take? My opponent states that the website joebiden.com/climate change states that some of the goals he is going to try to enforce are enforcing mechanism that includes milestone targets. He wants to rebuild buildings and help with the cleaning and transportation sectors. He wants to ensure that the U.S. achieves a 100% clean energy economy and reach a net zero emission no later than 2050. In order for this to secure, it requires replacing all coils, oils, and natural gases used for electricity generation and transportation with renewable energy, upgrading all buildings to the state-of-the-art efficiency, and a whole lot more. With implementing this deal, a lot of buildings would need to be reconstructed, even maybe rebuilt to fit the state-of-the-art energy efficiency, which would cost a lot of money. And where would this money come from? The people who own the building, or us, the taxpayers? Another factor to consider is for car owners. If we want to move on from cars and run on gas and produce emission and bad toxins out there, how do we do this? Because with a vast majority of us, we own cars and motor vehicles that run on gas and diesel. With the Green New Deal in action, how would we do this? Would we ban motor vehicles and put more people in debt? Or is the government going to switch our vehicles for an electric car, and where would the money come from? Again, the taxpayers? Or is America going to get in more debt with other countries? So far, I have mentioned how the American people tax will increase and how limiting buildings, cars, and other things that run off electricity and gas would take a while to rebuild, and where would that money be coming from? Finally, the most recent presidential debate, Joe Biden states that the Green New Deal would create hundreds of thousands of jobs. The data clearly states that 322,600 jobs would be put at risk, and energy would increase by up to $327 per month. In Ohio, jobs are estimated to be at risk along with an average energy cost of $300 a month. Jobs working in the field with buildings that need to be rebuilt, such as constructions, or constructors, or workers who worked in the field of transportation sectors would all be laid off if the Green New Deal goes into action. A lot of Americans would become unemployed and won't be able to provide for their family. The Green New Deal is potentially supposed to help us in the long run, but how is it going to help us now? Innocent people would be losing their jobs. Today, I have talked about 3 main reasons why we should not implement the Green New Deal. 1. Our taxes would increase tremendously. Our economy would take forever, and I mean forever, to be rebuilt, and we aren't even sure where the government will get the money from. And finally, the American people would be risked at their jobs being taken and potentially waiting for a new opportunity that might not be there. We need to fix climate change right now in order for our Earth to live. Our actions right now can determine our future, and it cannot wait any longer. I believe in order to help climate change, we need to do our jobs by reducing our travels and carpool with each other. Don't use plastic, unplug devices when you're not using it, turn off your lights, and always remember your 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. We need to think smarter and not harder. Think about our actions now to prevent our world from dying instead of relying on a deal that can potentially help us. For us to be smart with our actions and to utilize our surroundings to make our Earth a better place. Together we need to make that difference in this world and to be inspired to be that change, which is why I strongly believe we should not adapt to the Green New Deal to work on our future in the future, but potentially work on it right now. Thank you.